everyone, Monica here. We are on the eve of the new year, 2015, and I had some requests from my Instagram followers that had followed me a few years back when I did life cues. Life cues is questions I ask one a week, so it started from, I was inspired by Emily Falconbridge, and she did a series called 52 Cues or 52 questions, one per week. She would put the question out there and then you would respond back in your own personal journal or whatever you wanted to use as your journal and you would respond back via art journaling. So it was a really good way. That's kind of where I started with art journaling and mixed media and stuff like that. And it was a really good way to express myself. And I found at the end of the year, I had gained so much personally just from that process that I just continued to do it on my own. So I did that with her. I believe it was 2007, if I'm correct. My journal for that is downstairs, I think. Yes. And then I went on the next year because I thought, okay, 52 cards in a deck. So I picked up really large cards like these. You know, those large playing cards. I hope you guys can see them. And I proceeded to answer questions. I did one like that, I am called. And then on the back of each card, I journaled because I really wanted to do the journaling. So this was in 2008. And these are the cards that you can pick up at the dollar store. Just regular cards. Around this time, it's December 29th or 30th. I painted them all on the table. I think I did this with my sister. And then I had this box that came from tea, and I just stored them in here, and they're downstairs on a shelf. This is the journal I started with Emily Falconbridge, and I did it on little tags. So I put them on, I just put two covers made out of, I think it was cereal box, I'm pretty sure. And then I just answered all of these tags and put the little holes in, like a 3-ring binder in order of the weeks. And then I journaled again on the back of them. And then the next year, I decided I'm doing this on my own. I can do this. So I started a series on YouTube, I believe it was in 2010, called Life Cues. And with this, I recycled my Christmas cards. So here's the cover of the Life Cues book. And asked questions and went throughout. And these were Christmas cards. I just recycled my Christmas card. That girl's kind of cute right there. That one was, what is my guilty pleasure? And me and my jammies. That's me. But it's just so fun to go through and create. It's a great place to A, express yourself. B, try out new art techniques that you're kind of not that sure that you'd want to do on a big page or a big canvas or something. And it's just such, you learn about yourself. This is a great way to spend time with just you, just yourself. And you can bind it like this little card here. I even use the little one. See this guy? That's me as a child. And I used to believe that I could fly in the sky. I thought I was a goose. I wanted to be a goose. And that's me as a child with wings and a feather. But it's just, when you look back and look at these things, it's pure your heart and soul on these pages. It really is. And I like to think, I know Yolanda Yoli Bean on YouTube likes to have things as a legacy for when people look back on it, they know who you are. They know who you were. Like, this is your life in questions put down. And I've managed to capture 4 years of that. So I wanted to repeat it once again. And I'm inviting you guys to all follow along with me. And this time I bumped it up a notch. I created a Facebook page. I'll put the link to the Facebook page in the description bar below. So you guys go and follow me, and then we can share, because I get inspired from you as well. And I enjoy doing it by myself, but it's just so much more enjoyable if I know somebody else. Even if I just get one follower, if somebody else is doing it with me, it just makes the whole process that much more fun and inspiring. So I hope you guys will go and join the the Facebook page, and then I will put the link to the series of the playlists of the life cues that I did in 2010, so you can check those out and it'll give you a general idea. We're doing the exact same thing. For this year, though, my mode of putting it together is going to be a little bit different. This one, they're all kind of bulky, which is okay. I mean, that's fine. But this year, I thought I was going to take an old hard book journal, because since that time, I have learned how to bind books a little bit better. So again, I am recycling my Christmas cards, and you only need 13 Christmas cards. 13 times 4 is 52. Let me make sure I'm right. 12. Yes, it's 52. So that's one prompt a week. So I have 13 Christmas cards here that I received. And you can put big and little all together, because that is part of the joy of creating this. Your book is no set size. It can be whatever you want. If you don't have Christmas cards, do not worry. Use your birthday cards. If you don't have birthday cards, just take cardstock and cut up 13 cards. They don't all have to be the same size. Like you can have a little one, like this one's much smaller, or a tiny little, the little 4.5, but you know, our usual size. I can't find them, but anyway, you know what I mean. And what I found also by doing this throughout the year as I was creating this, I would come across who the card was from. So I would just take a moment and send a really positive intention to that person when I saw their name, or when I was about to gesso over their name or whatever. And I find that when I gesso it, but you get all this cool texture from the cards. The cardstock is of such a quality, they're so thick that nothing seeps through. So it's awesome. And what else are you going to do with these Christmas cards? Like, you can't save them forever. So what I'm going to do is use pamphlet binding. I'm going to repair this cover, and I am going to like put a new binding. You know how you do that. And if you don't know how, I will put a link to how to pamphlet bind a book with a hardcover. You have to repair the binding, and then I'm going to use the pamphlet stitch and put it in here and make a new hardcover book. And even when I saw the cover, I'm going to keep progressive. I'm going to put progressive, something about progressive 2015, the progressive of 2015, and then I'll put life cues, because it is going to be a progressive of my year. I'm going to be away the entire, from the middle of January until the middle of February. I'm going away with my mom, but I'm still going to try to get these done. I might do a few before I leave, and then I'll ask Richard to upload them for me, but they will be done. So once a week, we will have a question to respond to. Sometimes it might only be a word, sometimes it'll be a whole question, and it'll be in my usual style. Usually I will talk through it, or you'll see me create what I did. You do not have to do what I did, and I don't want you to copy what I did. I just want it to be a prompt and inspiration for you. And it's a wonderful tool for the year, so I hope you guys join in. I hope you guys want to follow and play along, and I hope you share what you create, because I want to be inspired by what you do. So stay tuned, and the first one will be uploaded pretty soon. Not sure what day of the week it'll be, and I'm not going to commit to that because I know me. I will say Sunday life cues, and then all of a sudden it'll be Tuesday. So as long as it's once a week, and I obviously will try to, if it's on a Tuesday, I'll try and upload the next one on a Tuesday. So it will develop its own pattern, so I'm not worried about that. One little cue I'm going to give you is the first entry is going to be what word you chose for 2015. So start thinking about that, and start thinking about how you might want to create that word. So that's going to be your first life cue right there. What is your word to focus on for 2015? So stay tuned, everyone, and I hope we can learn from each other and inspire each other and even learn more about ourselves. So we'll see you soon. Bye.